Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Gerard Lewat, owner and witch of Earth's Curious Goods. And today I'm going to show you how to awaken your psychic abilities. Maybe you're one of those people that had deja vu. Or maybe it's that little voice that you keep hearing. Well, keep on watching because I'm going to show you how to awaken it even more. So if you're new around these parts, don't forget to subscribe. And if you like today's video, give it a thumbs up. Alright, without further ado, let's begin. Okay, so now that I have you, pull up a chair, get some tea, get some Red Bull, get some caffeine, some coffee, and let's chat. Alright, so to awaken your psychic abilities, I have gotten a lot of emails about this and that question comes up a lot, so I just thought maybe I could just do a video and just show you some of the things that I did to awaken some of my psychic abilities, to awaken my inner power and magic. Now for each and every person, you're all different. You all have your own personalities, your own lives. So just try some of these techniques, see how they work with you. They worked wonders for me. Hopefully it'll work great for you as well. So the first thing I do want to talk about is your diet. Something so simple, you're like, Gerard, yeah, right. But it's super important that we talk about your diet because your body needs to also be fueled with the correct amount of stuff. If you just load it up with lots of drugs and alcohol and sugars and sweets and you're not being healthy, your energy level is going to be down, your vibration will be down, and it'll not wake up your senses, if that makes sense to you. You want to be able to awaken your psychic abilities, and it's like poking the sleeping bear, and if you keep drugging the bear, well, it's not going to wake up. So the first thing is to try to look at your diet, make sure that it is working in tandem with what you want to accomplish. Okay, so if I want to do clairvoyance and I want to be able to use tarot cards correctly, I don't want to go partying hard the day before when I'm trying to practice on reading tarot cards. I don't want to be heavily drunk and trying to learn this and trying to hone my skills. So just like with anything, you want to look at your diet. Okay, are you eating correctly? Are you are you feeling sluggish? Monitor how after you eat, after you eat a meal, how do you feel after that meal? Okay, I'm not saying you gotta just go vegan or be a vegetarian. Now will that help? Most definitely, because of course those foods are a little bit lighter and it helps cleanse the system. So just think of your body as a machine that you want to give it the correct things. And in order for it to vibrate and to be able to work properly, you got to give it the proper stuff. So my recommendation, especially if you are not sure about your diet, at least do a 24-hour fast, okay? So try to not eat a lot of meats if you can, cut it all down or take it all away. Maybe just do some salads and some water just for that day, okay? I'm not saying keep it, part of your diet. You always want to eat healthy. You always want to check with a doctor. I'm not like, a physician or somebody that is an expert on that subject. But I will say that food does go and coincide with how your psychic abilities work, how you're feeling as well for that day. And feelings are super important, okay? Which leads me to the next thing. Your mindset, okay? In order to learn tarot cards, in order to do dream recall or clairaudience or clairsentience, you have to be able to be in the right mindset, okay? You have to set your mind up for success. So if you doubt what you're feeling, your intuition, if you doubt that you know what those cards mean or being able to recall that dream, then you're making it so. You want to manifest and put out into the universe what you want accomplished. And if being a great tarot card reading, being psychic is your goal, then you want to be able to put your mindset in that particular goal. Put that out in the universe that, you are going to be successful at that. I am a great psychic reader. I am a great tarot card reader. I am a great witch, So put that out there for that. So make sure that you check your mindset, no doubting. Make sure you set yourself up for success, okay? The next thing is your environment, okay? Check your environment. Is it conducive to awakening those senses, awakening your psychic abilities, okay? Is your room really cluttered and there's no flowing air? Do you feel, when you walk into your room, do you feel energetic? Do you feel sluggish? Do you feel mad? Do you feel sad? Or when you walk into your house, you know, that is your home where you're spending most of your time. How do you feel when you walk into that space? It could just be an actual space. It can, maybe it's not even a house. Maybe it's a temple. Maybe it is going to your altar. Maybe it is going to, maybe you have roommates. How do you feel when you get home, okay? What does your surroundings look like, you know? Is it clean? Does it smell great? Do you feel great? So check your surrounding areas. It's super important, and the environment that you're in, okay? You want to be calm, you want to be tranquil, you want to be open to the energies, open to the universe and what it's going to offer and what it feels like, okay? So now I want to get to some things that I did to help, you know, awaken my psychic abilities. For me, I'm really good at tarot cards. I'm good at my intuition. I'm very intuitive. For those of you that have gotten a tarot card reading from me, you already know. For all my earthy people that follow me on all my social media platforms, then you already know. But I want to share with some of the things that maybe you want to try. So one of the things that really simple, it's crystals. Okay, crystals have a way of speaking to certain individuals. For me, they vibrate at a very different frequencies. I surround my whole house with crystals. I wear crystals. Certain crystals can help awaken your psychic abilities, okay? Amethyst is very known to awaken psychic abilities. I'm wearing an amethyst bracelet that I got from one of my earthy people. She was so awesome to give me this, and this is so awesome. I use it constantly. With all crystals, just make sure that you cleanse them, you empower them, you do the necessary work for them. But yes, crystals can help awaken your psychic abilities. Each one corresponds to certain attributes, and you want to make sure to do your research on them, okay? But see if a crystal calls out to you, go with it. There's a reason why there's a calling, why you're drawn to a certain crystal, why it feels like it's vibrating in your hand, why it feels like there's certain images when you hold it. What does it feel like? What's going on with you? Be intuitive, okay? The next one, I got this a long time ago. I wish I could remember where I got it, but it's a Telekinetic Enhancer. And what it is, and I'm going to show you guys, is it helps train the mind for those that want to awaken telekinesis, for instance. And telekinesis is being able to move things with your mind or with thoughts. For me, the reason why I liked it, it wasn't so that I could move things with my mind, but it would help with visualization. It helped train my mind to know, you know, the things that I want to do. And it comes with these things with it already, but it's called a Telekinetic Enhancer. And it's just a tool. If I can get this for you guys, hold on. Okay, so it sits on a pin, and what it is that you make it spin with your thoughts. And what you do is you just think of making it spin. And it spins. So that's just to give you an example. But I highly recommend this. If I can remember where I got this from, I'll leave a link down below. But yes, it's called a Telekinetic Enhancer tool. You might be able to Google it. You might even be able to get it on Amazon. But yes, highly recommend it. It's a great tool. Helps train the mind, and for those that maybe you already have a little bit of skills on telekinesis, this will help even awaken it even more, okay? The next one, super simple, is a candle. Candles have been known for centuries to hold magical properties. For me, candles have always been in my spell work, but what's so great about the candle is what you want to do is you want to stare at the flame for just a few seconds, and then you want to close your eyes and see that flame. It's always like if you've ever, you know, accidentally looked at the sun, which is not a good thing, but if you accidentally looked at the sun or looked at a light for too long or even a flame, you'll notice that if you close your eyes, you can see the after image. See how long you can hold that after image. That's going to help with your visualization skills. It's going to help with being able to see the images in your mind. So when you look at the candle, you'll close your eyes and see that flame and try to hold that flame in your mind's eye as long as you can, and soon you'll be so great that you know, as soon as you close your eyes, you'll see that flame and it just stays there. And it'll help with your visualization skills. It'll help jumpstart your psychic abilities because that opens up doors. Visualization is super important for any kind of magical working, anything with psychic abilities. It's super important. Train your mind. Okay, the next one that a lot of people overlook is tea. Drink some tea. And what I would recommend, this is tea that I'm drinking. I got this as a gift. I love to drink organic chamomile tea. This one is by Taylor's of Harrogate. Hopefully I said that right. If not, but yes. I got this as a gift. And chamomile tea, though, this is one of the brands that I like. But chamomile tea in general, I love to drink because it helps calm the mind. It helps calm the body. Chamomile has a very sedative effect, and it helps, you know, quiet everything. Take away the stresses of the day. Maybe you have a lot on your plate. It's hard to awaken your psychic abilities when you have too much in your cup. You know, if your cup is overflowing, there's not much more you can put inside of that cup. So you have to empty that cup out. You have to quiet the mind. And I find that chamomile tea helps with that. And that just is, for me, it's known to have those effects. There might be other teas out there that maybe has that effect on you. It could be jasmine tea, it could be chai tea, but find the tea that works for you and kind of take note on how it affects your state of mind, your body, and so forth, okay? Next thing is tarot cards. Tarot cards are a great way to talk to your subconscious, to help with your psychic abilities, to open your inner mind. Practice using the tarot cards. I use tarot cards every day. I practice. I always love to just, you know, even though I know the cards, I will still read about them. I will still hold them. Tarot cards are a great way to help with intuition and your psychic abilities. So try to get a deck of your own. They're everywhere, from a bookstore to online, even Earth's Curious Goods. My store even has some. But yeah, try to get a deck of your own and practice with it. It helps awaken those psychic abilities. The next thing, as you can tell, this is really old, that I use from time to time it's called The Psychic Circle by Amy Zerner and Monte Farber. Hopefully I said that right. But yes, now this is considered a message board. This is not a Ouija board, okay? And the reason why I love the Psychic Circle and how Amy Zerner and Monte Farber made this is because this has even an actual chant inside of it to help guide where you're opening the circle. It helps put you in a protective light. It helps call your spirit guides and angels and energies, and it keeps the circle and the gate that you're opening into a very happy and protective place. But this helps, you know, work with energies and spirits. I would consider this more of an advanced technique. I would try to use the other tools first before you bring this tool, just so you have something under your belt. But this definitely can help awaken your psychic abilities. It did wonders for me. This helped me to be able to see things in my mind's eye a lot better, to be able to communicate with spirit and spirits. So yes, highly recommend it. It's called The Psychic Circle. It's a message board, but it's by Amy Zerner and Monte Farber. Oh, and so that you get kind of a look. So it has this little piece in here. I've used this many times, and the board is very beautiful. Let me open it up so you guys can kind of see that. But very, very beautiful work. As you can tell, I've used it many times. As you can tell, it's definitely different than a Ouija board. I don't recommend a Ouija board only because it doesn't quite have, in my opinion, I feel like the Ouija board kind of just opens a doorway anywhere, and kind of invites anything. And this even has a method to just like, you close it, you know, you open it, you're in a safe space, and it reminds you of that. So I highly recommend this over a Ouija board any day. And like I said, I don't recommend using a Ouija board just for the simple fact that it tends to open doors anywhere, and you know, I'd rather have some guidance and know where I'm opening that door at, and I'm closing that door. When you open something, you want to close it. You know, you don't want to just leave it wide open. So that, in my opinion, that's my experience with the Ouija board, and I find that this works a lot better, a lot safer in my opinion, as far as, you know, awakening your psychic abilities and being able to open and shut doors and feeling safe. So yes, get your hands on one of those. And last but not least, I do want to go over practice makes perfect. Make mistakes, practice, okay? Practice, practice, practice. There are no shortcuts. I wish I could sit here and tell you, yes, you're gonna wake up tomorrow and it's easy. You just drink some tea and you awaken your psychic abilities. It takes work. It's like a muscle, okay? Your mind is like a muscle. Your abilities are like a muscle. You have to train it. You have to make it stronger, okay? For instance, if you're one of those people, maybe it's sleeping. You haven't experienced anything, but maybe it's that deja vu that you keep experiencing over and over. It's a muscle. Try to control it. Try to make it happen a lot more. If you're dreaming a lot, keep a dream journal, you know? When you wake up, jot down what you dreamt of and try to recall it as it gets better and better. And I promise you, as you practice and you work hard at it, you'll notice that your psychic abilities are in tune with that. It also gets stronger and gets better, and you get better. Well, I hope you liked today's video, and if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you try any of those items inside of the video or any of those techniques, leave a comment down below. I would love to hear about it. Okay? And as always, stay earthy, stay magical, and remember, love yourself and others. Bye for now.